Content warning. This is a horror game and not intended for all audience. Please visit our website if you need a specific list of content warnings. This also contains flickering image effects as well as a parallax effect that on rare occasions causes motion sickness in players. If either of these effects cause health issues, you can disable them in game's preferences. Chapter 3: The Wild.
We are a path in the woods. We have no beginning, and we have no end. But something cold and unnatural sits watching us from just beyond our edge. His gaze pushes against our borders, curling them in on themselves, preventing them from stretching to the places they need to reach.
Oh, that's probably actually the border of the Long Quiet.
No, that's all wrong. You're not a path in the woods, you're on a path in the woods. Who's even saying that? That's not the princess, is it? Oh no. How many times have you been here? I think this is our third? That's bad. That's very, very bad. It wasn't even supposed to reach 2. If you're at 3, well, no wonder things aren't the way they're supposed to be. Let's get our facts straight. What happened last time? What could you have possibly done for things to be like this?
The thing that sits beyond our edge speaks his logic into us. He tries to grasp at things that cannot be grasped.
Some of the princesses... greetings and salutations everyone, I'm Ekmak, this is Let's Play Slay the Princess Pristine Cut Edition. Sorry, but you can see that we're on episode 55, so you can't be sorry about me spoiling things. So, some of the princesses do have quite a lot of aspects of the Omni Princess, and the Wild is definitely one of them. I mean, listen to this music. I'm pretty sure this is the music for when you're confronting Omni Princess.
He tries to stare with wide pupils at that which can only be held from the corner of the eye or with a passing glance.
Shut up. The rest of you, talk. What happened? What did you do? There's no reason to keep secrets. We tried fighting her, and then she made the cabin itself come to life and squished us into paste. All that unfairness. What if it was just pushing us in the right direction? Helping us become this? It's almost worth being squished by a cabin.
For some reason, I was actually expecting broken. Maybe there's a specific choice of words that you can use to get broken, and I just didn't.
It was a fitting end. I'm sorry if it hurt, but doesn't this make it all seem so small?
I see. So the cabin ground you into paste, and now you're convinced you're stuck together. What a mess.
He doesn't understand. We aren't convinced of anything, and we aren't stuck together. We're one. This is how we're supposed to be. Can't you feel it?
This thing watching us, what is he?
I'm not watching you, I'm trying to help you. That's not an answer to our question.
I don't know what he is. I only know that he is something other, and that he wishes for you and I to tear ourselves apart.
I do want that, but only because it's in your best interests. It's in everyone's best interests. You won't be able to slay her unless you remove yourself from her.
He wants us to kill each other.
I don't. I want you to kill her. Don't be charmed by her faux solidarity. You're not in this together. She's the only one who poses a threat to the world, and she's trying to make you go along with it. You don't have to enable her, especially when you have what it takes to stop her.
I've had enough of this guy. How do we stop him?
Push back. It may feel like he's everywhere, but presence isn't strength. Otherwise, he would have torn us apart by now. There must be a crack in the walls of this prison. There must be a way for us to be free from him.
She's trying to use you. After everything she's done, you should be able to see that. I may not have been around to witness it, but clearly you remember what happened. How about you try remembering how it all felt?
I'll do a bit of exploring, but I want to go to turn inward.
We can't go back to that. We can't go back to the doubting and the hatred and the schemes. Not after being something as beautiful as this.
Doesn't all that conflict feel so far away right now? So petty? We've been posed against each other by something that understands the strength of our unity.
Spoken like, honestly, a real puppet master. Have we considered that maybe she's the one trying to trick us?
I'm not.
But there's a feeling, isn't there? That petty feeling she mentioned, it is fuzzy, but it's there. Almost like she still hates us. It feels mutual.
Please, stop. If you pay attention to that feeling, we'll fall apart.
I remember that Stubborn is the one that was able to shut this down last time. I wonder if Cheated will take that role here, or if...
Don't look at it!
She's trying to turn you away from the truth. There's something she doesn't want you to see. I think you already know you have to look at it. They're both playing their hands. What's the move? Do we pick a side? Do we figure out how to make everyone unhappy?
Bury it.
You can't bury that feeling. You can't hide from your past.
The past doesn't have to exist. Our freedom is within us. We just have to find it.
Turn inward.
You fall inward into a network of connections too vast for your mind to occupy. Are you a path in the woods? Are you a body? Can you even grasp the fuzziest edges of the shapes that confine you?
We can change to fill them together.
We don't need to be everywhere at once, just in the right place at the right time. You'd do best to remember that some wounds will never heal. Some rifts can never be mended. Even in rebirth, some things never come back the same. What is he going on about? What does he know about us? I think it's our time we all finally stop listening to him. He doesn't actually make the rules. He's just flying by the seat of his pants like the rest of us. You aren't whole. You'll never be whole again. This struggle is meaningless. Whatever you think you're doing, you will fall apart.
We don't need to be made whole. All we need to do is find a single corner of his cage and break it.
There's a place you need to be, you need to find it.
You stretch and search and stretch and search, growing as you decay and decaying as you grow. As you strain beyond your limits, the ground around you becomes dry and unstable and crumbles into nothing beneath you. This place will fall apart before you find its end. This task, whatever it is you think you're doing, is impossible. That's right, I know a loser when I see one. Call his bluff.
I can hold us together for a little while longer, so long as you trust me.
It doesn't matter if the world is falling apart, it's time for us to commit to something.
I trust you.
You won't find anything if I have to starve you. If I have to sacrifice my world to keep the princess at bay, I'll do it.
You do find something. It's cold, smooth, and gently buckles, then cracks under the pressure of your consciousness flattening against it.
Don't move an inch. Don't grow another blade of grass or harvest the remains of another dying creature so you can expand just that much further. Stop all of this. Right now. I think it's too late for that, mate.
I'm at your side. Shatter it and free us all.
Shatter the cage.
No, stop!
His pleas disappear at the sound of breaking glass. For a moment, you and she gaze through the tiniest hole in the world at the place you need to be. The blades of grass from breaking the ending with the shifting mound, Princess.
Job well done, team. Just like I'd planned.
And that apotheosis tears open.
Is this what he kept from us? Is this why he made us kill each other?
It's beautiful. He thought he could keep us blind forever, and he almost did.
And then it's gone.
Where did it go? Why is everything so cold?
You never get the chance to answer her. You turn to see her gone behind you, replaced by something else.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went. I don't know how I'd go about looking for
Does
her.
mean we won? You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing. We just can't win.
The narrator is gone.
Yes. Does that mean the world ended? We're top of the pecking order now. Right, boys? Good riddance.
I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
Something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
Actually, is this the only chapter 3 where you don't see the mirror at some point? I think every other chapter 3 that I've been in, the mirror shows up in an awkward position and we have to confront it in order to get it out of the way. But because we don't actually move around, we never see it. We do break it, though.
It's going to do something to us. I can feel it. If they think it's bad, I'm with them.
Approach the mirror.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. Oh, it's just you. You're alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is like a shadow of me, twisting vines in search of answers. She will make for a curious heart. Do not mourn her. She has found what she yearned for.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I don't know what I am.
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die, so we're back to the chapter 1. I just want to go on a quick rush through this because I want to get to the beast route because there's something I want to experiment with.
You're here to
Can't someone else do this?
Unfortunately,
Silently continue.
you make your way. A warning. She will. We're not going to go. Ignore.
Proceed.
The interior of the blade. You take the blade from the
Oh
table.
wait, I wasn't supposed to take the blade, I want the beast. Into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open. Her voice.
Hello?
This. Don't.
I think I'm here to slay.
Great job. You've given away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and she's beautiful. I am begging.
Hi.
Can we talk a bit first?
Okay.
What's your name?
Oh,
She pauses.
you can address me.
He's
Is your name Princess?
Like I said. I'm sorry.
okay. So she hadn't even.
You're apparently going to end the world.
Is that why they threw me? I don't remember much about it.
That's. How long was
Did they tell you?
No, which is why I don't think you actually do. I was hoping you'd tell me.
I don't know how to destroy the world if that.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to.
At the end of the day, whatever whoever sent you to slay, I don't trust that.
She has a point.
So this shouldn't. This is about how. Do you really think I can even? We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation.
Don't let her turn the tables here.
If I'm the first person you've seen, what have you been eating and drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with.
This is the only time this is. Okay, but.
Now we retrieve the blade. Hello?
Why don't you come closer?
Let's
Your
finish
eyes
this.
dart to the. Where is she?
Yeah, they make sure you can't accidentally let her out. Close the door.
You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe they'll open if you finish the job.
Come on out, let's just get this over
I
with.
can wait. I'm very patient.
I mean, we've got to venture out or to wait. Either way, she's gonna kill us.
You step into the shadows. Too late, you hear the quiet patter of feet against the basement. The ferocity overwhelms you, and as the princess rends flesh from bone, your limp fingers lose their grip on the blade. It slips from your hand, your one last means of defense, lying useless beside you, in a pool of your cooling blood. I suppose you just lacked the will to fight back.
Actually, I need to look at the memories here. Find the beast. It doesn't look like they have that many versions, but this one does have a... Why does she have a hand? Is there a way to get her to... Hang on. There must be a way to get the beast route, but only while you're, There must be a way to get the beast route while still, Okay, where am I going with this? There must be a way to get a beast route before she breaks her chains, I guess.
This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2: The Beast.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
Turn around and leave.
Yes, we're safer taking flight. Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Nope.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after.
Okay, I'm going into the cabin. Sheesh.
That's great to hear. If this is what you think is best, I'll keep my ears pricked. Hopefully she won't catch us off guard as easily as she did last time. The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time, wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only furniture of note is a termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Okay, I guess we don't need this cheated file anymore.
The blade is your implement.
You didn't say anything about the mirror.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. What a strange thing to lie about. Maybe he doesn't see it.
Why would you lie about it? What's the point?
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless?
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous. It was there a second ago, and now it's gone.
Okay, so apparently there's a trick to just keep... I wonder if this is in Memories. No, it's... make your way to your heart and end this, but you... it might be in hidden, but I think that it's possible to maintain dodging her forever, provided you've already gotten the wild route.
It would be difficult
From
to
which?
slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes. The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're descending into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. She growls up the stairs.
I can smell you.
She sounds almost feral, impatient, or maybe eager. You carefully make your way down the stairs. The last step gives way to the damp earth floor of a starlit pit. The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness. The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere. You see only a flash of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind her. Remember, she's just a princess. She's certainly not just a princess. You're not helping. It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does. Her shining eyes appear between the leaves, staring hungrily at you from the darkness.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified. I'm so much more than you. And a little splinter clutched in trembling hands won't save you from me.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright. The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now.
Move!
You lunge to the side, picking a direction on instinct. As you land, you're buffeted by a gust of air disturbed by the sudden motion of a massive body. The princess. In an instant, she's pounced on the spot where you would have been, her chains rattling across the floor behind her. Before you can blink, she's gone, vanishing once more into the shadows. But you still feel her gaze on you.
You're faster than you were before, but you're still meek, reactive, prey.
You whirl around to find her, and your gaze meets hers, a pair of shining eyes peering out at you from just beyond the basement stairs.
So she's cut off our escape. Shit. What do we do?
What do you want?
I want to swallow you whole, and I will get what I want. You have no exit. You have no hope. You live and die by my whims, and my whims alone.
Don't ask her what she wants, just slay her.
Is that all the advice you have? We don't even know what she looks like. Some specifics would be very helpful.
She's just a princess. Don't overthink it.
She's clearly not.
Why? Why do you want to kill me?
Why does anything kill anything else? She needs to.
I didn't say I wanted to kill you.
It sounds like she wants to do something even worse.
What she wants only matters if she wins, and you're not going to let that happen.
She's coiling for another strike.
Be somewhere else.
We're on the back foot.
The back foot keeps us nimble, keeps us alive.
It doesn't matter if it keeps us alive if it eventually kills us. We need to take back the momentum. We need to do something.
Survive.
Jungle, barely moving out of the way before the princess surges past you with a speed that makes her practically unseen.
Okay, fine. Why do you want to eat me?
I don't question who I am or what I want. I simply do. To act is always better than to react. To do is always better than to watch.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but you do well to listen to her. Less standing around asking questions, more doing exactly as I say.
Stop hiding and show yourself. I think I need to avoid that explore option because perceptive.
If you want to see me, you should get better at seeing.
She knows that her strength lies in shadows and secrets. She won't reveal herself unless she has to. A tickling sensation rises at the base of your neck.
Flee. We can't keep doing this.
Stay alive.
You're too slow. Or maybe she's a little faster. You avoid her slavering jaws, but she manages to graze you, her titanic momentum skinning you along your side.
It's like being sideswiped by sandpaper. How is she that fast?
You're bleeding now.
You instinctively touch your side, testing her claim. It's wet, and stings from the gentle touch of your fingertips. A costly mistake. We can't make it again.
We will make it again unless something changes.
We have to break the pattern. We need more time. She's cutting off our escape.
Our game is nearing its end.
I need to double check that achievement then. Do I already have this? It's hard to tell, really. If you could get out of here on your own, wouldn't you have already left?
You cannot reason your way out of this, fledgling. There's no compromise with what I am.
At least she's upfront about her intentions. She's more tense this time. She means this next blow to be the last. The mere thought of moving again makes your bloodied side ache. We're exhausted. We're bleeding. We're still alive. We owe it to ourselves to move.
Again?
Once again, you narrowly avoid the full force of the impact, and once again you are too slow to come away unscathed. You're starting to get tired. You're making mistakes. This isn't working. We have to do something. We have to figure out a plan. Don't plan ahead. Act on the now. All that matters is that we stay alive. We're trying, but we can't keep this up much longer. We have to. We keep up or we die.
You're getting slow.
She seizes the opportunity, lunging once again from the darkness. Too tired to we have to move. It's too late. Before you get the chance to react, it's over. She makes her last foray from the dark corners of the room, unhinging her dripping maw. You do your best to dive out of the way and partially... Yes, the...
Could try playing
This
dead.
path is already worn by travel and has been seen by one of my many eyes. You cannot walk it again. Change your course.
Wait, what? She's more tense this time. She means this next blow to be the last. The mere thought of moving again makes your bloodied side ache. We're exhausted. We're bleeding. We're still alive. We owe it to ourselves to move.
Wait for her to strike. Hit her back.
This isn't going to work. We're in her domain. We just have to stay alive. If we keep dodging her forever, we're going to get tired. We're going to slip up. We have to take a risk.
Anyway, I think that's about everything that I want to show, so next episode I am actually going to have to,
The princess loses her focus, crying out in pained surprise as she crashes into you.
I am going to have to jump into something, into an entirely new run, but at the very least we got to see we got to see Omni Princess intervening to keep us from getting the same Chapter 3 twice.
You're sent sprawling and can already feel the massive bruise blossoming on your ribs as she scrambles back into the darkness. Ha! Look at that! We wounded her, and she wounded us. Bad trade.
That hurt. Are you just the cornered animal you seem to be? Or could you be a rival?
She rears back, then leaps at you, more forceful, more ferocious, more serious. The scuffle is brief, and though you inflict a few deep wounds, you find yourself quickly overwhelmed by her savagery. You collapse to the floor, and she wastes no time before pouncing on you in a flurry of claws and blood, your nerves barely able to keep up with the onslaught. By the end, you're lying in a nest of your own intestines, spine severed, blood rapidly draining out onto the jungle floor. The princess, drenched in both her blood and yours, idly prods your body.
No, that's it then. Cornered animal it was. Do better next time. I still need to devour you. And it doesn't count if you're dead.